What is up, everybody? I'm your host Junchu, and I'm back with another episode of Entertainment Geekly, and today I'm gonna talk about Titans. Now, I just finished this series, and I gotta say that ultimately, guys, I kind of like it. Again, I'm just gonna get right into it. This series kind of started off kind of cheesy, and I didn't really care about it. The first two episodes wasn't really that interesting to me. It wasn't really gripping or captivating in any way. I just didn't give a shit. Okay, maybe I was very skeptical about the first two episodes because of the dumbass trailers that these guys made. You have to admit, those trailers were terrible. Puta de madre. But starting from episode 3, this is where things really started to pick up. So yeah, I really started to get interested and started caring about these people. I didn't really like how dark and gritty it was in the first two episodes, but I gotta say, it kinda grew on me. I started to eventually like how they represented the DC universe in this show. So yeah, I really liked the middle portion of the series. And then the last 3 episodes happened. This is where things really started to get out of focus here. Now, we kept getting full-length episodes dedicated to certain characters. Now, honestly guys, I really don't mind episodes like this, but it really killed the whole momentum of the entire plot of the series. It put everything on hold just so we can get a little bit of backstory on these characters. In my opinion, these episodes should have started in the beginning of the season, or at least in the middle of the season. Not at the end of the season, guys! Do you even know how to script? It opened up subplots to things that were never resolved by the end of the season. So technically, it made no impact to the series whatsoever. It was just a waste of time. A filler episode, if you will. Come on guys, we got a whole episode dedicated to Hawk and Dove and their backstory and how they became Hawk and Dove. But all we got was 3 minutes of Beast Boy's backstory before cutting back to the present. That's all the backstory we got for our main character? But for these side characters, we got a whole episode? Are you kidding me? Okay. It just feels very unfocused here, guys, and come on, I think you could have done a better job in portraying these characters and revealing their backstories in a much better way. Robin was great. I really liked him, even though most of the time he can be very edgy. I'm a fan of Dick Grayson, and I actually didn't mind this interpretation, even though I thought he could use a little bit more quip. He was actually believable as a character, and his reason for leaving Batman was actually pretty good. I thought the casting and costume design on Dick Grayson was phenomenal. The suit? I thought the actor really looked the part, despite the rest of the team not really meeting our expectations. Whenever Robin fights, I freaking loved it. Loved it. It was seriously cool. That being said, I honestly think the hand-to-hand combat choreography was actually pretty damn good. Hats off to the people that actually choreographed these fights. But I gotta say, when people use their powers in the show, it's kind of underwhelming. Raven. I find myself annoyed by her most of the time because all she does is whine, cry, whine again, cry a little bit, but then whine again. But Jun, she's still a teenager. No shit. If I was a teenager, I'd still do things with a bit of logic and brain. Come on. What? Yeah, I like to adopt 3 cats. Yeah, I don't really like her that much. Maybe it's because her hair is blue. Blue! Not purple! Blue! Starfire. I know everybody hated her before the show even started just because of the behind the scenes photos. Guys, I don't blame you. They look terrible. I really like this actress. I honestly thought she did a great job. But that's the only nice thing I can honestly say about this character. They took out the most interesting aspect of what Starfire. They took out the most interesting aspect of what Starfire is about. How she is so innocent and naive because she's not from around here. How she is new to Earth and humans. And on top of that, she can be a total badass. That is what made Starfire very interesting. In this interpretation, all we got is the badass. So since this is the first season, it looks like we're never gonna see that naive, innocent part of Starfire ever again. Because this is how they just started her off. Beast Boy! Yes, he ain't that bad, fellas. He's actually pretty damn entertaining to watch. I honestly thought I was gonna be annoyed by this guy, but nah, he's acting pretty good. He really brought a sense of normality to the team, despite everybody being so emo and dark and gritty. So I really appreciated that. My only gripe? He can only turn into a tiger. Our shape-shifting friend who can turn into any animal can only turn into a tiger. On to the writing. I gotta admit, I thought the screenplay was very well written. I loved the lines that were given to the characters in this show. It felt very natural to me. When we see these characters talking to one another, it actually felt like it was something they would actually say in the situation itself. I really appreciate this series being R-rated because it gave us an opportunity to see how these superheroes would react in dire situations and how they would actually speak in these scenarios. It felt very real to me. So yeah, as much as there are faults with this show, I kind of enjoyed myself watching it. This show did make a lot of decisions, some which may have worked and some which may have not worked, but bold nonetheless. Bold! The CGI in the show is definitely not the best, but at certain parts, it's actually pretty good. I just honestly hope they improve on the consistency of the CGI in the next season, because I really think the budget for this TV show was quite big. You could see it in the costumes and the set design itself. So I really hope they don't skimp on CGI in the next season, because guys, it can be quite distracting sometimes. And give Beast Boy another animal to change into, for God's sakes! The soundtrack was also pretty damn good. I have to admit, it kinda got catchy to me. Especially when they used that kind of synthy 80s tune, like I really love that kind of stuff. And what can I say about the main theme? For a TV show, it has a very noticeable score, that's for sure. I'm not the only one, right? I'm the only one? So to me guys, this series is definitely going in the right direction if you can look past its faults. Which is not that hard because Titans can be quite a compelling show. So yes guys, that was my review on Titans Season 1. If I had to rate this series, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It is not the best of TV shows, and it is definitely worth your time in my opinion. And if you like Teen Titans or DC in general, you might actually enjoy this one. Well, thanks again for tuning in to Entertainment Geekly and supporting me and my show. See you around, guys.